What's up, guys? It's Dust here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time, we finished up some side quests around here on Windfall Island, and now this time, oh yeah, and because of those side quests, we got ourselves the Deluxe Picto Box, which lets us take photos in full color. Very, very nice. Now, we are finally going to hop on the King of Red Lions and set sail. So, like he was saying before, we just put our sail up, and let's follow the winds. Sailing theme is so nice in this game. It's one of the best soundtrack. It's one of the best songs probably in all of Zelda. One that makes this game so memorable. And I just never get enough of hearing that music. But now, this is Paw Prince Island. This is not where the game wants us to go, at least not yet. Um, we're here doing a few side things before we go to actually where we need to go. So, you see this little boat with divers on it, right? Let's head over and talk to them. Yeah, mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? Ha ha ha! You won't get any from us, bub. Not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. Maybe some other things that I've never heard of. I like his little crew just doing the with him. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny little guy out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, bub, tell you what. As one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needing it if you want to haul up treasure. Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take no, nope, or nar. Just grab it. He gives us yet another treasure chart. Very, very nice. Yep, we know how to use treasure charts. I already explained it. After that, all you need to do is use the same thing we use to haul up treasure. One of those grappling hooks that the Rito tribe spoke of Dragon Roost Island use. Yeah, those grappling hooks. Nothing pulls up stuff like those. Alright, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. I love the bye. It's so cute. But now, on the actual island, we have something else to do. We go ahead and get out. We have all this grass that needs to be cut. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sit here and cut every blade of grass. Do you see how much of that there is? I'm not going to make you sit through that. To Dragon Roost Island, head east from here. We're not going to do that quite yet. Should be something somewhere. Come on. There it is. Alright. Nope, put that away. If we crouch down, crawl through here, there's a little hole right here. This is a little bit of a mini cavern of sorts. There's not much here, but there is something in here that is quite worth getting. Got some grass here. Ah, new enemy. These are red choo-choos. We're going to be seeing these a lot. We're going to be seeing these a lot throughout our adventure, and especially coming up. They're going to be all over the place. Right here. We get some red chew jelly. Keep it in your spoils bag. This gelatinous goo comes from deep within red choo-choos. It is effective as a cure for exhaustion, but it can't be used in this current state. Yep, so as that is saying, we might be able to do something with choo-choo jelly in the future. Which direction did we just come from? We just came from this way, right? Yeah. No? Wait, No, we did not come. We came from this way. I honestly don't remember. Which way did we just come from? No, we came from this way. Alright. I don't remember which way to go. Let's go to the right. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that boulder yet. So we have a treasure chest right here. This is why I like leaving myself only very vague notes. I just have a note, stop at this island and go through the cavern. We got another piece of heart. That's the 4th place completing a heart container. Your life energy has been increased by 1 life. So as you can see, we now have 4 hearts instead of 3. Very, very nice. That's why the pieces of hearts are very worth collecting. And very much worth going out of your way for. And we can't do anything there. It gave us a prompt to pick us up, but obviously a giant boulder like that, a scrawny kid like us is not going to be able to pick that up. So, let's head back over to the light, and it'll take us back up. Just gotta crawl back out. And oh my god, all the grass is back. Alright. So now... sometimes you can just jump right onto him and it'll, like, just land you in the ship without you having to do anything. So now, don't want to go over to that island just yet. Let's go over this way. You can see right here. Does this boat look familiar? This is another one of Beetle's shop ships that just happens to be all the way out here on the Great Sea. Let's stop in and pay him a visit, shall we? He has the same stuff as last time, nothing too special, but just wanted to show that he was here. And now, I want to show off what this is. These are pretty much just watchtowers that are out in the middle of the sea, but if you go up them, they're sometimes worth your while. Right here, we have 2 purple bokoblins. Well, pink bokoblins. I think they're actually called red bokoblins, but they're very clearly pink. And defeating both of them makes a chest appear. I actually didn't have this in my notes, so it's glad that I saw this. And we get 20 rupees, nothing too special. That might be why it wasn't in my notes. This pottery we could break with no repercussions. Oh! Okay, well that right there, that is a fairy. That is not a forest fairy, though, so it's not what you would need to collect to get the deluxe Picto Box. That is just a regular fairy, but we're not able to do anything with that just yet. So now, let's finally keep heading east. And enjoy this music a little bit more. There, on the horizon. That is our destination, Link. Dragon Roost Island. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. First conducted 3/4 time. Do not touch L. Just try and match the rhythm by tilting R up, down, and sideways. Very nice. That was splendid. Next is 4/4 time. Hold L to change. Hold L to the left to change the rhythm. Then match the rhythm and tilt R up, right, down, left, and down. Nope, wrong way. That's it, Link. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. Not bad at all. You can also conduct it in 6/4 time by tilting L to the right. You would do well to remember that. Pretty early title drop. We received the legendary Wind Waker. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Press R to use R to conduct. Don't tilt L to conduct in 3/4 time. Hold L to the left to conduct in 4/4 time. Hold L to the right to conduct in 6/4 time. Oh, alright. So, I should also mention that in the GameCube version, both the sail in the Wind Waker were items that you had to physically equip. In this version, it's not like that. Instead, if you just go to your items screen and go over here, it just physically shows that we have the Wind Waker in the sail and can use them anytime. We don't have to equip them. However, in the GameCube version, it was not like this. So, let me go over this Wind Waker a little bit more. Like he was saying, we have 3 different times to conduct in. You can see that bar up top. That is basically showing you the rhythm. So, it won't start moving until you start using... Until you move it into one direction, it won't start moving. But, if we tilt it to the left, it will keep going to the left. If we hit the left and then let go, it'll just do it in the middle like that. So you need to pay attention and... Yeah, you need to be paying attention and making sure that you conduct fast, or else you won't be able to get the song that you're trying to do. So now that we have the Wind Waker, why don't we head over here? We come to this little grave site right here. If we check this, there appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. I actually just accidentally played this a second ago because it is such a... It's a song that you use so often in this game. You learn the Wind's Requiem. And that changes the direction of the wind whenever we use it. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. And the name's Zephos. I'm the god of winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up? Well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing, or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing? You should see my brother. Saddens me to say that my brother Cyclos is miffed about his monument here being broken. Now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. And off he goes. So, now that we have that, let's continue on. We're not going to be leaving this island for a little bit. We're going to be here for quite a while. So, not really any use to use that now, but it's good to pick it up right after you get the Wind Waker. One thing I do want to do, though, is I want to come over this way. Ow. If we look up, you can see there's a line of bombs and a boulder with a chest on it. We're going to use something that we haven't used yet. We're going to go into our bait bag here. The suspicious sack can hold up to 8 pieces of bait. Press Y, X, or R to see what is currently inside. So, let's get one of these pears out. Also, I just realized the pear itself is sweating. That's kind of concerning. If we hold it up to our head like that, Sure enough, just like the pair said, we now have taken control of a seagull. It's inverted flight controls like most video games are. It's down to go up, up to go down. And if you just repeatedly tap A, you'll make it fly. What we want to do is have this seagull commit suicide and go right into a bomb. There we go. Now that we've done that, that chest is going to fall. We can go over to it. And look at that. A silver rupee. This is worth 200 rupees. Very much worth your time to get that. But now we have the introduction of bomb flowers. Pretty simple. You just throw it against the boulder, you blow it up, and now we can continue on. This big one right here, that isn't really any concern to us. This one's going to be a bit tricky, because we have to get it up to that boulder. So we want to take it, go up this way, and throw. There we go. Then we're going to want to hug the wall like this. And of course the camera points down just to make us even more nervous. Give it a minute. There we go. Got a blue rupee right here for us. And now this one's simple. Just place it right there. And now those go down. And what we can do now, come down here, grab this, pull it out. And that opens up a shortcut for later. So now, every time we come to this island, we can just dock right here, come up this way. So we won't have to go through all that trouble with the bomb flowers again. Look who it is. This was the mailman from the beginning of the game. Link. Link, is that you? It is. I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she... Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Link. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Airy. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Link. I'll be waiting. Sure enough, we have a nice little path right here. I'm glad that this tribe of flying folk also planned to accommodate for those who couldn't fly. Well, have you discovered the cause of the great Balu's anger? Ah, so you are Link, are you? Will has told me all about you. Troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there is anything we can do to help you. Well, I must be tired of something, because that's the second time I've yawned this recording session. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you could see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Balu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of dragon roots to receive a scale from the great dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Balu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Balu on dragon roosts. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Chieftain, What do you think of consulting Link with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Link is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct. My son Kamali is of the age to earn his wings. Yet he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Here, Link, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. We get the delivery bag! Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. With so many pockets, it can hold many items selected on the item screen. Should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Volu to us. In the meantime, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. Alright, let's go find Medley. I believe it's this room right here. Yep, there she is. This is Medley right here.
Wow, you really do have green clothes and a strange-shaped hat. You're Link, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the Great Sky Spirit, Baloo. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Link, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Kamali.
You accepted Father's letter. It is a letter from a father addressed to his son. Since you've just received a fine delivery bag, why not use it to carry this letter down to Kamali? You want to take it out? Yeah. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple steps to get there. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Link. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Alright, well, first, let's do the mission we had originally set out on. Sure enough, like she was saying, there's some steps to go down. There's a very long, ominous hallway for a child's room. Huh? Who are you supposed to be? What do you want from me, huh? I don't want to talk to anyone right now. That's all he has to say. Alright, well, let's pull out his letter. A letter? From my father? Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through the horrible experience. It's not like he still has to get a scale from Volu. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose into other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Volu right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say that you can calm Volu down? Psh, that's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you could find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Volu, then I'll listen to anything you have to say. Alright, well, he's unfortunately stubborn as ever. So, with that letter delivered, let's go back and see Medley, shall we? If I could stop running into everything. Well, Medley's not here anymore. Like she was saying, she's gone off to Dragon Roost Cavern. And I will head there myself soon. However, we have a minigame. Well now, I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Yes. Oh, excellent, that's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one.
Match the seal on the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter onto that shelf. Real easy. Simple. Use L to select the shelf and press A to throw a letter. Like I said, simple. Is that clear? Sure. Before time runs out, you have to sort at least 10 letters. Give it your best shot. This starts off pretty easy, but can get difficult. And we have to play this many times. Sorry for going silent there, but there we go. We got 25 letters. Great, good, terrific. You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every 2 letters, so that comes to a grand total of 12 rupees, am I right? Come back anytime. I mean it, anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll earn. Not a bad deal for both of us. So let's do it again. Hey, you ready for work? Yep. Yep. 20 or more letters. You'll get some nice financial gain. So he's upping it a bit. We now need double than we need last time. We were able to get 25 the first time, so I'm not too worried. There we go. 27 letters. We did better than last time. 27 letters. Splendid. Super. 1 rupee per letter, so 27 rupees. And now, you have to do it again. 25 letters or more, your salary will jump. No. Well, that's what happens when you sort it on the wrong shelf. In case you were wondering. Now that we actually need 25 letters, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Unless I keep getting many in a row like that. Oh, crap. "28 letters. Let's go. 28 letters. You have amazing coordination. Seriously, I'm stupefied. Incredulous. We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've got to give you more money. Got to. 3 rupees per letter. This is why I wasn't worried about breaking those dudes' vases last episode. Your name wouldn't happen to be Link, would it? It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I thought you looked like the lad the chieftain was talking about. In that case, I should have expected you to be able to pull something off like this. I've heard all about you. Yes, I sure have. I've had a rough time, Link. I feel bad making you help us. But hey, things are looking up. Our new helper's just arrived. Maybe you can give him some advice the next time you come by. Alright. So now he says he has a new helper. So what we want to do... we actually want to leave this area. We don't need to leave the island. We just need to go out here and come back in. If we come back to the letter stand... sure enough, there's someone else here now. Hey man, I'm the new part-timer. Green clothes and a green hat. Pardon me for asking, but you're Link, aren't you? Yes. Aha! I knew it. You're a legend among the part-timers here. Really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sort. Do your best, man. So yes, we have to do it again. It keeps making me go back and forth. I'm not going to be able to do it. There we go. I need more in a row like that. Oh boy, I might not actually do it. Never mind, we got it. We're good. 27. Oh my gosh, 27 letters? Amazing, man. I'm so impressed. Seriously, man. I've got to tell my mom back home all about this. I just gotta. I've got a favor to ask you, man. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave. So would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the postbox for me? Thanks a lot, man. Alright, so we got a note to Mom. It's so sad you can almost cry. Keep it in your delivery bag until you find a postbox. guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, man. Alright. So like you said, let's come back out here. If we head back down this way... Sure enough, here's a post box right here. So we'll go into our delivery bag. Nope. Pull out the note to Mom. And put it in the mailbox. I love the audible gulp. Ka-chunk for whirr. This post box is near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. You wish to send this now? Yes. Your parcel has hereby been accepted for delivery. Thank you for using the Island Postal Service. We appreciate your business. That is going to come back and help us later. However, for now, that is all we can do, and that is all we need to play of the letter sorting minigame. I'm honestly surprised I didn't fail that once. I must have gotten so good at it, at doing that part of the game so many times over the many years of my life. The very useful skills we developed early on in life. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, we're going to head to Dragon Roost Cavern and find Medley like you said.